A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And nowhere to go. He goes down to the turf in the end zone. Tannehill taken down for the safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A nice pickup on first down, 7 yards.
At the 31-yard line.
They go with Chubb on second down. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 12-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll run on first down. Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Tannehill now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second and 12, Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joe Schobert able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Tannehill. And he's going to go down again. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now Callaway on the return. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
No. Run. Shift.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Back. Pistol. Point it right.
Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they had planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Hey, exit. Alert. Regular.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play that time for Cleveland. 55 yards. They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center that he's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Set, 180.
Check, 55 to Mike. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Mayfield keeps it himself. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Baker Mayfield, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Watch 85. Run.
Mayfield to throw it this time. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Indy.
Watch the pass. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Hey! 5.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They're running it.
Again, it's Henry. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He gets it to Humphries. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Here's Tannehill. And now finally he'll be forced to go down, just protecting the football, hitting the turf. It's a sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Break.
Go 58 to Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Play action. It's Tannehill. On the crossing route, complete. It's Smith. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Tannehill. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
King. Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Following the interception, Mayfield forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Switch.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him. He gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
They kept him to a short run play there. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland.